From the ashes of post-war Germany to the glittering lights of Hollywood, Elke Sommer's rise to fame is a testament to both perseverance and sheer talent. Her journey as a German-born actress who left an indelible mark on the silver screen is filled with lesser-known twists and fascinating details that paint a portrait of a woman who, despite her beauty and elegance, defied the conventional path to stardom. While her charm captured the attention of audiences across the world, there is much more to her story than what met the eye. From unexpected hobbies to unspoken challenges, Elke's life is a series of surprises that add layers to the image of the glamorous star we all know. In this video, we dive deeper into 10 weird facts about Elke Sommer that most people have never heard before. Elke Sommer was born in November 1940 in Spandau, Berlin, Germany, as Elke von Schlitz. She came from a well-respected family, with her father, Baron Peter von Schlitz, being a Lutheran minister, and her mother, Renata, providing a stable, nurturing home environment. Growing up during wartime in Germany was difficult, but despite the hardships, Elke's beauty began to emerge at an early age. Her high cheekbones, expressive eyes, and pouty lips became iconic features, capturing the admiration of those around her. From a young age, she was noticed for her striking looks, and her natural beauty led her to win several beauty contests. These early achievements not only bolstered her confidence, but also set the stage for her future in the entertainment industry. Her classical European features, honed through years of recognition in beauty contests, would later become her trademark, helping her stand out in international cinema. The grace and poise she displayed throughout her early years would eventually carry her into Hollywood, where she would make her mark as one of the leading actresses of her time. During the chaos of World War II, Elke Sommer's family was forced to leave their home in Berlin, seeking refuge in the small town of Erlangen, southern Germany. It was here, away from the dangers of air raids and the turbulence of the city, that Elke found a way to cope with the trauma and emotional upheaval of the war. In the quiet of her new surroundings, she discovered a passion that would remain with her for the rest of her life: watercolor painting. The simple act of putting brush to paper provided a much-needed outlet for her feelings, offering a form of expression during a time of widespread despair. As a young girl, she would often lose herself in the fluid motions of painting, with the colors and shapes becoming a safe haven from the harsh realities of the world around her. Elke's connection to art was more than just a passing childhood interest. It grew into a deep and lasting passion that she carried with her through the years, even as her career in film skyrocketed. Despite achieving global fame as an actress, she never abandoned her love for painting. In fact, she continued to create throughout her life, often showcasing her work in galleries. Her paintings revealed a side of her that was rarely seen by the public, a side of sensitivity, introspection, and emotional depth that contrasted with her glamorous Hollywood persona. Each brushstroke she made served as a window into her inner world, offering a glimpse into her personal reflections and the complexities of her experience as both an artist and a public figure. The war, with all its pain and loss, had shaped her not just as an actress, but as a person, and painting became her way of processing and understanding that tumultuous time. In 1955, Elke Sommer's life was forever changed by the loss of her father, a traumatic event that disrupted her family's foundation. The absence of her father marked the beginning of a difficult and uncertain period, forcing her to rethink her future. In search of new opportunities and a fresh start, she moved to Great Britain, where she worked as an au pair. This job was not easy, but it proved to be a significant chapter in her life. It not only challenged her in many ways, but also provided her with a chance to learn English, a skill she would later leverage in her acting career. The financial struggles she faced in Britain were not easy, and adjusting to the cultural differences was a constant challenge. However, Elke remained determined to improve herself, and held on tightly to her dream of becoming a diplomatic translator, a career path she believed would make use of her natural gift for languages. With her resolve strong, she saved up enough money to return to Germany, where she enrolled in college, hoping to pursue translation studies. But when her application to the translation program was rejected, it felt like a major setback. She was disappointed, but this failure did not defeat her. Instead, it led her down an unexpected path. Without the ability to follow her dream of becoming a translator, she turned to modeling, which, at first, seemed like a temporary option. Her beauty and poise quickly caught the attention of the fashion industry, and what started as a stopgap soon evolved into a promising and glamorous career. Modeling opened doors for her, eventually leading her into acting, where she would make a name for herself in the entertainment world. This twist of fate shaped Elke Sommer's journey, marking the beginning of a new and exciting chapter that none of her earlier plans had anticipated. Elke's transition into modeling happened almost seamlessly. Her striking physical features, combined with her natural elegance and ability to pose effortlessly in front of the camera, caught the attention of many in the fashion industry. With her tall stature and blonde beauty, she quickly made her mark in the world of high fashion. Her rise was swift, and it wasn't long before she was crowned Miss Villarreal Turistica, a significant beauty pageant title that put her on the radar internationally. This exposure proved to be crucial in her journey to success. While vacationing in Italy, her path crossed with that of legendary filmmaker Vittorio De Sica. He was immediately impressed by her charisma, charm, and camera-ready presence. De Sica, who had an eye for spotting rare talents, saw beyond her stunning looks. He recognized in Elke a combination of visual appeal and a unique potential for acting, and he offered her a chance to star in films. This was the beginning of her cinematic career in Italy, where she quickly became a sought-after actress. To make her name more accessible to international audiences, she adopted the stage name Elke Sommer. With this name change, she began a new chapter in her career, one that would lead her to global fame, glamorous film roles, and a place among the icons of classic Hollywood. Her elegant presence on screen and her natural beauty captivated audiences worldwide, solidifying her place in cinematic history. Through her modeling background and the breakthrough she had with De Sica, Elke Sommer became a global star, admired for her acting as well as her timeless beauty. Elke Sommer's film career began in 1959 with her debut in the Italian comedy Men and Noblemen, where she shared the screen with the renowned Vittorio De Sica. This marked a significant moment not just for her, but for the film industry, as she immediately showcased her innate acting skills, magnetic screen presence, and a remarkable ability to hold her own next to a seasoned actor. Her performance was a promising start, quickly catching the attention of both the audience and critics alike. This initial success opened the door for many more opportunities in the European film scene, particularly in Italy, where she received a series of offers. Her early roles often featured light-hearted, romantic, or comedic themes, allowing her to refine her craft while adjusting to various cultural storytelling styles and languages. After establishing a solid foundation in Italy, Elke Sommer returned to Germany, where she continued to take on local film roles, further cementing her reputation as one of Europe's most promising and talented actresses. Her striking beauty, combined with her versatility in different genres, set her apart from many of her contemporaries. By the early 1960s, Hollywood took notice of this captivating European talent. Producers in the United States began to see her as a rising star, capable of breaking into the international scene with her charm, elegance, and acting prowess. This marked the beginning of her ascent as an international film icon, with her early work in Europe serving as a springboard to broader fame across the globe. Elke Sommer's move to the United States marked the start of a remarkable chapter in her career, one that would define her as a standout star of the Hollywood Golden Era. While many foreign actresses found it difficult to break into the competitive American film industry, Elke's transition was seamless and immediate. Her unique combination of youthful innocence and undeniable sensuality set her apart from others, making her an instant favorite among audiences and filmmakers alike. Her debut in the war drama, The Victors, showcased her ability to bring depth to complex roles, a trait that quickly gained her recognition. However, it was her role in The Prize, directed by Mark Robson, that truly catapulted her to stardom. Starring alongside Hollywood icon Paul Newman, Elke delivered a performance that was both captivating and nuanced, solidifying her place in American cinema. Her performance in the film earned her a Golden Globe Award for Best Newcomer, a prestigious honor that not only validated her acting talent, but also opened the door to numerous opportunities in the film industry. Elke's ability to excel in a wide range of genres, from thrilling dramas to light-hearted comedies, demonstrated her versatility as an actress. She worked alongside some of the most prominent names in Hollywood, including actors such as Kirk Douglas and Peter Sellers, and directors like Billy Wilder. These collaborations further cemented her reputation as a serious actress with a strong presence in the industry. Over the years, Elke Sommer built a legacy as more than just a beautiful face. She proved herself to be a dedicated and skilled actress, admired for both her talents and her ability to stand her ground in the competitive world of American cinema. Elke Sommer's remarkable acting career transcended borders and language barriers, establishing her as a truly global figure in cinema. As her fame grew, she didn't restrict herself to films in one region or language. Instead, she sought out roles in a wide range of countries and cultures. Her acting journey spanned Europe, the United States, and Latin America, showcasing her versatility and appeal across continents. What set her apart from many of her contemporaries was her exceptional linguistic talent. Fluent in 7 languages, including German, English, French, Italian, and Spanish, Elke had a rare ability to connect with people from different backgrounds. This linguistic skill allowed her to not only converse with directors and co-stars from diverse cultures, but also perform authentically in various languages without relying on dubbing or intense accent work. Her fluency in multiple languages gave her an advantage, making her one of the few actresses of her time who could move between different film industries with ease, effortlessly fitting into roles wherever she was. Whether portraying a glamorous romantic lead or a strong-willed heroine in adventure films, Elke Sommer's multilingual fluency added depth to her performances, allowing her to engage more deeply with her audiences. Her ability to bring authenticity to each character, regardless of the language spoken, made her an internationally beloved star. This rare skill not only enhanced her acting, but also helped her remain relevant and in demand in global cinema markets, solidifying her status as a true international icon. Although Elke Sommer had already made a name for herself as a successful actress, she never abandoned her roots in modeling. In the 1960s and 70s, she reignited her modeling career in the United States, appearing in several high-profile photo spreads and gracing the pages of Playboy magazine on multiple occasions. These features further boosted her public appeal, transforming her into one of the most iconic pinup girls of the era. Her photos captured the imagination of a generation, blending old Hollywood glamour with a bold new confidence. Elke's striking beauty and alluring presence were key elements that helped shape her reputation, as she exuded both elegance and sensuality in her photo shoots. She became the embodiment of the time's idealized woman, commanding attention and adoration wherever she went. Her modeling work during this time served to enhance her acting career, allowing her to reach an even wider audience. As she continued to work in entertainment, Elke's popularity in both fields grew hand in hand, making her one of the most recognized faces of the 60s and 70s. However, it wasn't just her work in front of the camera that cemented her place in popular culture. She also earned formal recognition for her lasting impact on both the arts and the public imagination. In 2001, Elke was honored with a Golden Palm Star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars, an award celebrating her lifelong contribution to film, modeling, and the broader artistic community. This award not only acknowledged her work as an actress, but also recognized her influence in the world of modeling and her role as a cultural figure. The recognition reflected the admiration and respect she garnered over the years as her legacy continued to shape the cultural landscape. Her blend of acting and modeling skills, along with her vibrant personality, ensured that she remained a prominent figure in popular media for decades. Elke Sommer's ability to captivate and inspire audiences through both film and fashion made her a unique and timeless figure, solidifying her place in history as a cultural icon whose influence spanned continents and generations. Painting has always been an important part of Elke Sommer's life, even though she is better known for her work in film and modeling. From a young age, during her childhood years in the midst of World War II, Elke developed an interest in art, and over time, this passion for painting evolved into a central part of her identity. Painting provided her with a way to introspect and express herself emotionally, offering a form of release and a way to escape from the pressures of the public eye. As she traveled the world, Elke's artwork became deeply influenced by the many places she visited. Her paintings often depict serene landscapes, lively cityscapes, and deeply moving portraits that capture the spirit of the locations she explored. The vibrancy and emotion in her paintings are a reflection of her personality and her experiences. Elke's style is personal and expressive, revealing an artistic depth that goes far beyond what is seen on the big screen. Her work has been displayed in numerous exhibitions around the world, and her art has earned praise from critics and collectors alike. For Elke, painting is not just a hobby, it is a lifelong journey, one that mirrors her career in cinema. Both art forms allow her to express her creative spirit, with painting standing as a testament to her enduring passion for beauty and her sensitivity to the world around her. Today, her paintings are not just visual representations of the places she has visited, but also symbols of her personal growth and the depth of her artistic journey. Then in 1964, Elke Sommer entered a new and hopeful chapter of her life when she married Joe Hyams, a respected American columnist who was 17 years older than she was. At first, their relationship seemed solid, built on mutual admiration and shared ambition. Joe was already well known in media circles, and his confidence and experience provided Elke with a sense of security as her fame continued to grow. Yet behind the polished image of success and glamour, their marriage was shadowed by quiet pain. Elke suffered 3 heartbreaking miscarriages that deeply affected her both physically and emotionally. Each loss left her weaker and more uncertain about the future she had once imagined. The couple tried to remain strong, keeping their struggles away from the public eye, but the sorrow became too heavy to hide. The grief began to strain their connection, creating distance between them even as they tried to hold on. During this time, Elke sought comfort from her mother, whose steady love became her refuge. Her mother's presence reminded her of simpler times and gave her the courage to keep moving forward despite the emptiness that followed the losses. While the world saw Elke as a radiant star, elegant and composed, her private life was filled with quiet suffering and a longing for peace that fame could not bring. The contrast between her public grace and private despair became one of the most defining experiences of her life, shaping her understanding of strength, vulnerability, and the hidden cost of perseverance in the face of personal tragedy. After her first marriage ended, Elke Sommer experienced a brief romance with actor and co-star Tom Bola. However, this relationship was short-lived and did not have the lasting impact that Elke had hoped for. The real turning point in her personal life came during a seemingly routine day in New York City, a day that would forever change the course of her future. While apartment hunting in the city, Elke crossed paths with Wolf Walther, a hotel general manager who was 8 years younger than her. Their meeting was completely unplanned, yet there was an undeniable spark between them. What started as a simple conversation grew into a deep and passionate connection. The bond they shared was one that transcended the boundaries of age and background. Elke and Wolf quickly realized that they understood each other in ways that felt effortless. They found common ground in their values, humor, and respect for each other. Elke often spoke of their relationship as something that was more than just romantic. It was an emotional connection that felt truly genuine. For Elke, Wolf became much more than a companion. He was her sanctuary, a person who loved her for the essence of who she was. Unlike many others in her life, Wolf was not captivated by her fame or beauty. Instead, he saw the real Elke, the woman beyond the public image. This allowed their relationship to flourish in a way Elke had never experienced before. Their love, which began unexpectedly in the bustling streets of New York, became the foundation of Elke's later years, providing her with the peace and fulfillment she had longed for. Elke Sommer and Wolf Walther solidified their love on August 29, 1993, in a beautiful ceremony in Franzonia, marked by simplicity and an intimate gathering of close friends and family. Unlike her first marriage, which had been influenced by external pressures and the constant spotlight of fame, this union was grounded in authenticity, peace, and deep mutual affection. The couple's bond only deepened over the years, becoming the foundation for Elke's later life. Wolf's unwavering support allowed Elke to gradually step away from the film industry, a world that had once defined her. She found herself no longer needing the limelight to feel fulfilled. Instead, her focus shifted to personal passions that brought her a sense of inner peace. Elke poured her energy into painting, writing, and creating a serene home environment with Wolf. The couple enjoyed a life of quiet joy and shared experiences, often traveling and savoring the simple pleasures away from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. Elke's decision to retire was not about withdrawal from the public eye, but rather about embracing a lifestyle that resonated with her true self. She chose to prioritize her creativity, her personal growth, and a fulfilling, peaceful existence. This transition was a conscious decision to live a life rich with meaning, centered on happiness and contentment. After more than 5 decades of working in film, modeling, and television, Elke Sommer made a graceful exit from public life. Rather than disappearing, her retirement marked a thoughtful and deliberate shift toward a life filled with personal meaning. In her later years, she fully embraced her passions for painting and writing, showcasing her artwork in various galleries. These years allowed Elke to cultivate a quieter, more introspective legacy, one that highlighted her creative spirit beyond her fame. Reflecting on her remarkable career, Elke expressed deep gratitude for the incredible journey she had experienced. From her early years in war-ravaged Germany to becoming a Golden Globe-winning actress, a beloved pin-up model, and an international icon, Elke's life had been nothing short of extraordinary. In interviews during her retirement, she often spoke candidly about the lessons she had learned throughout her life and career. She emphasized the importance of resilience, the ability to reinvent oneself, and the need to stay grounded despite the trappings of fame. Elke's journey was a testament to her ability to adapt and thrive, not only in the fast-paced world of entertainment, but also in her personal life. Her story was one of persistence, determination, and the understanding that true fulfillment goes beyond the accolades of show business. It was this balance that defined her career, making her a rare example of someone who found joy and purpose long after the spotlight had faded. Her legacy today continues to be one of introspection, creativity, and a deeply personal connection to the arts. In a world full of fleeting fame, Elke Sommer's ability to remain true to herself and her artistic passion sets her apart as a model of grace and authenticity. The quiet chapters of her life, spent in painting and reflection, provide a deeper understanding of the woman behind the glamorous image, showing that fulfillment can be found in embracing one's true self, long after the cameras stop rolling. Elke Sommer's story, filled with unexpected twists and fascinating facts, reveals a side of the star that many never knew existed. While she became known for her stunning beauty and grace, it's her unexpected passions and quiet strength that make her truly remarkable. Beyond her acting career, Elke's interests ranged from art and music to unusual hobbies, which helped her carve out a life that wasn't just defined by her Hollywood persona. Moreover, her resilience in overcoming personal struggles and navigating the complexities of fame sets her apart from many of her contemporaries. These lesser-known details give us a fuller understanding of who she was, someone who was as much about substance as she was about style. Her journey continues to inspire, showing that there is more to every story than meets